Art has affected me at every stage in my life, creativity specifically. If you take pottery, for example, the first time I tried to make a mug like this, they didn't look like this. It was like one of the hardest things I tried to do, and I thought, this is impossible. And I had some great teachers that kept me going, and pretty soon I was able to do it. And there's something that happens with, like, if you want to do something with your brain and you learn how to do it with your hands and you struggle and you get through that struggle, there's something empowering about that. That doesn't just stay there. It kind of permeates your whole being. And for me, it helps me have confidence with all areas in my life. I'm like, well, if I could just think about this problem I'm having in my life in a different way, maybe I can get a result that will be agreeable to me. We started Turtle Farm in 2015. That's when the first piece of pottery was made here. And that's kind of where the idea of making pottery here sort of began that summer. Turtle Farm Pottery right now is 3 potters, myself, my wife Laura Gregory, and our good friend Noah Broomfield.
I moved out here to work with Casey and Laura around the year 2018. I guess my memory of the early days of Turtle Farm started with meeting Casey in college.
I went to Berea College to study ceramics. I was very lucky to be able to get into that school.
We were both in the ceramic apprenticeship program there as our labor position as students, and we became pretty fast friends.
It was our job. Every student at Berea has a job while you're going to school. And my job there and Noah's job was to make pottery that they sold in their catalog to people that wanted to support the college.
I went along Casey's journey as he went to Berea College, but I stayed here at the homestead, and I was working a job here. So I would go there on the weekends and help him in the studio making sculptures. I wouldn't say that we were necessarily like, oh, we're going to move to Kentucky. It was just like, we're going to see the whole world, the whole country, and find what place suits us. And this was the place that really clicked. To make pots in rural eastern Kentucky in our little tiny studio and post them on the internet and be able to sell them all over the country, it's amazing.
We make a wide variety of items here. I think we make upwards towards 50 different forms. We do mugs, honey pots, different kinds of bowls, all different kinds of sizes, serving bowls, souping bowls. I could go on and on. There's a lot of things we do.
Most counties in Kentucky don't have a lot of funding for the arts. My first art class wasn't until my first semester of college, and it was just an incredible way for me to gain a framework of how to think about what happens to me in my life and think about the world and how to address the world in kind of my own creative way.
I would like to see Turtle Farm Pottery grow more in the community by not just making and selling pots, but getting to offer workshops and classes, having a mobile unit that we could take into schools, as well as just having a larger studio where folks can come. We have folks asking us all the time to do that, and I think that all 3 of us are passionate about teaching people about pottery, about creativity in general, and just encouraging them to experience that for themselves.
The Gorge is one of the most magical places I've ever been. We settled down here because of that, because we liked the rock climbing here originally, and the beauty of the area, but also the way that we could access it in an intimate way. We wanted to live a simple life, growing big gardens, and living in this intimate way with nature. And we wanted to learn how to do that and experience that ourselves. When we were doing the in-person craft shows, we were meeting people all the time that were saying that they have bought our pottery, they take it home, and it's become their favorite thing. It's part of their daily routine. You know, they start their mornings drinking out of a Turtle Farm mug, and it makes them happy. And when people started telling us that, we realized that we had a gift. It's like we're almost accepted into their family or their home in a way, you know, and it's like, it's a real gift to us. And that's what keeps me going, knowing that we have this opportunity to make a positive impact in our local community and around the country.
Enjoy more Kentucky life. Subscribe now.